I'm basically from Vijayawada, my hometown, and I brought up there. And my education and everything until 10th standard, I've studied in there. And after 10th, like typically, like the mindset of the people, especially the parent mindset of the people, like especially in Telugu, I can say in Telugu states, like they aspire more actually. They anticipate like the kid should actually achieve something big. So then I've started looking and understanding like how I can actually plan it. At that stage, like I don't have much awareness like how the things would be in the future or like what I have to do it. I don't have any clear understanding, but like I know one thing, like definitely like whatever I choose, I'll definitely give it for the best. So I've cracked the JE in 2009 and I choose civil engineering in IIT Madras. In my final year of graduation, when I'm actually doing this project, after completion of the project, so I got this idea why it has to be only in the laboratory. Why can't it be into the real world? That's the idea. I mean, that's the thought that came to my mind. It has to be in the real world means it has to be in the form of business kind of things. Then I've started exploring what are the opportunities in India to start a business of the new entrepreneur. Then through IITM incubation cell, I've applied. So until my idea was if the idea was pitched, they accepted the idea, let's pursue it. So that's where I've took the decision somewhere when before applying and after getting the confirmation from them. Okay, let's pursue it. So it was not planned actually. So in my campus there is an IITCF. We call it as a Christian fellowship actually. So every Saturday we used to have the meetings over there, and that is my final meeting actually. So generally the farewell used to happening kind of. So there is one of my I used to speak in Telugu and they used to speak in. There is a lot of multi languages cultures. There is one of my senior and brother in other campus. I don't have any name in my mind actually, so I have to submit the application within a week to the incubation cell with a name. So I was like thinking something in a bigger like indoor air quality and kind of something kind of. So when I was explaining him the idea, so he's not understanding it, and he's a Malayali actually. The Malayalis have very beautiful slang of actually kind of expressing it. So something related to air. Okay, air. Okay. He was like actually giving in a different expression of that Malayalam slang actually. AirOK, okay. And okay, it's AirOK, right? Kind of. So and then I just like this that caught my attention actually. AirOK. So it was over a normal chit chat over fun, where I'm explaining the idea. He just like made a comment of it, and it became it's 5 letters air, and we are actually kind of making it okay. So it's completely everything fall in place, and I filled the application, and I've seen the Google. No one have that name. Luckily, immediately applied for the trademark, and I got the trademark. Sometimes the story will be very funny, interesting. So it's happened actually. It's over a normal in a prayer meeting. After prayer meeting, it was just like normal chit chat gave me that idea. In 2015 to 2017, based upon the research, I understood that there is not much technology that has been gone into it. So there is a much scope that we can actually start. In 2017, April, during that point of time, I've just patented my EGAPA. I filed the patent on which way the name EGAPA, effective granular adsorbent particulate arrestor. So now EGAPA, so I have done the preliminary testings at the lab level and also at the field level. The results were like 95%. And I think, yes, the technology was developed. Now this technology need to have a system and a body where I can actually call it as a product. So once the technology was developed and patented, it was proven, then I started looking for the investors. So I got like since I was from IIT Madras and incubation cell, like I got like much traction from the market players. So there again a challenge actually. So challenge for anything we need to start. It's not just like when we are actually initiating it, but also when we are actually pursuing it, there are a lot of challenges that we have to face, especially in the business world. So Yeah. So I always have a strong conviction. Actually, I never forget like why I have started this. I have started this with a vision that it has to reach to every home, kind of thing. And definitely there should be a commercial aspect to it. We have unit when I work on the unit matter, it is profitable. But like I've got opportunities to merge or like to just like give the complete license. These kind of opportunities I've given, but like I haven't got any commitment from the other side. It's merely like kind of a transactional kind of thing. So somewhere like I felt like if this is the reason, I could have actually entered into another job, or like I could have been in any R&D company or kind of thing. So there is no point in actually just diluting or like just benching for few for the companies like which approached me. Then I thought like why I can't actually make it as a company and make it as a brand that I can actually make it. So that's definitely a big challenge. That's definitely a big challenge. Then in 2017, I got an opportunity to present my case to SAR Group, which is founded by Mr. Malhotra. He's the founder of Luminous Batteries. So he's entrepreneurial. His mindset is entrepreneurial. He's not typical businessman. He's an entrepreneur who understands the vision of the entrepreneur, and he's a kind of creates a supporting system to reach to the other step. So I've genuinely presented in the case. Yes. So this is my invention. Now that invention, I want to make it as a product, and that product I want to create the market and I want to reach it. So there is a lot of learnings need to be go through this product. It's not just typical product that we can actually commercially, we can actually add and the people actually convince and get in. There's a lot of education that need to go along with this product. It takes time to reach that stage kind of thing. So 2017, I closed the investment, and 2017 to 2018, I worked on the product. In 2018, I launched the first trial. So then I've started, then B2B chain was started spreading actually in Delhi NCR. Like we got very noted clients, and the average ticket size would be around 2.5 to 3 lakhs. So it was like becoming like a profit. And suddenly, no one anticipated, and 2020, the pandemic came, COVID came. So all the corporates were like completely shut. And so even whatever that we developed in terms of the leads and all those things, it's became a question mark. And during that point of time, no one thought it will be like this long. Actually, everyone thought like it just like few days, few months kind of. Again, think so. Then we waited for 3 months, and again it extended to 3 months, and kind of 2020 April to 2000 October. It was like a kind of a chaos, because we don't know what actually going to happen. Actually, we can't take decision based upon assumptions. And during that point of time, in 2020 itself, we used to import the mask and we used to sell actually December itself in the previous quarter. So the mask somehow that lean gap, like we got sustained by the masks. So we sold around like 3 lakh masks. So which helped us to sustain that lean month and provide salaries to the employees. My business plan is always in a stage wise. And until I'm confident in terms of the market strategy, I won't actually take the big step. So that depends upon everyone's, the particular founder's mindset and its mindset actually. I want to do it in stages. So my business plan 2017 to 2018 was to understand the market by the market trial. And 2018 to 2019 to explore one segment of the market and to see how product is actually performing. And 2019 to 2020, just scaling up that one segment into the next level and see the profitable ratio. And 2019 to 2020, continuing that segment, which I have started, and exploring into the another segment. So I've taken steps, calculative steps, where if anything goes wrong, I'll have a plan B. And so my business plan is always depends upon like the performance of my previous segment and what are the inputs I can actually take, and I can actually implement it, and I can actually scale it up. We can't even expect like, okay, this is how the people used to think. I used to enjoy actually if something I made of my own hands and I'm actually carrying it, and then people are like kind of appraising it. some people, and some people are confusing, and some people are actually spreading, just like thinking as if their own product. So it's an Indian product. Like, we are so happy that so Indian. I mean, I have like one unique. So I'm doing what I've studied actually. So most of the Indian youth won't get that wonderful opportunity actually. Somewhere like I'm blessed, I feel actually. Somewhere like I feel blessed actually. So whenever I carry these to the governments actually, most of the officers welcome me, I mean, and appreciate me to the next India. I mean, India needs like these kind of products, which is made from our mother. And there is, in government segment, I have like very good response actually. So when I'm taking the product, like they used to appreciate me, yes, even though there is a lot of opportunities that I can actually do it, but I took this. So these all things will happen. At the end of the day, if the product performs, that makes me happy actually. It's all like, for me, like secondary, whether you kind of thing. It's okay, like the talk can happen, but like the product is actually working or not. So that's my real concern. And when I'm installing itself, is I'll make sure that how it's actually performing. So I used to give knowledge to the customer, pre and post analysis. And after 3 months, they themselves will actually get shocked by seeing the filter actually. So I'll share some of the filter. I mean, some of the filter images actually, which were used in India. I mean, Delhi NCR actually. Even in the west side of the Delhi, and even the most sophisticated houses and the most houses, it seems to be very clean. But like the moment you see the filters, you get shocked. I'll share some of the filters actually. Used filters. So after 3 months, they themselves will actually know this purifier is actually working very kind of thing. So till now in government segment, I got a very huge response. In corporates, I got like a very huge response. In B2C, I'm actually entering into subscription, which 1 month I got 500 customers, which made me, okay, the product is really speaking, because like otherwise, like people will not actually, because we don't do much marketing also, but like if still people are actually buying it, the product is actually performing. So at the end of the day, if it is performing, that makes me more happy, and obviously the customer will also happy. That's the feedback. So previously we used to do only B2B. In October, why can't we, since product is actually getting accepted by these people, why can't we actually touch to the B2C base also? In October, we started entering into the B2C, and we got a decent number of sales during that period. In 2021, when we entered, like subscription is one thought that came to our mind actually, of the business mind. Okay, so people are actually should not suffer in terms of the pockets to pay, because it's a B2B product kind of things. Then we started subscription model, which we got a very huge response actually. So within 1 month, we got a customer base of like 500 customers. 500 in 1 month itself. And because like since we used to be B2B generally, we used to get enough lead time actually to make the product and to deliver the product. The moment like B2C entered, we didn't got like much time. So the trial was like very successful. Now the plans that are going on is just like, we need to create a platform in our own website, and we also have the type with another third-party platform. So we want to create our own, and we want to promote this as a subscription, where the person have the complete freedom to choose when he wants and when he wants, at very decent and affordable prices. That's how the business is going to expand in the next coming years. At what stage that entrepreneur, only he knows 100%. And what typical mistakes that entrepreneurs that I have seen doing, I've seen was, they used to take advices from different people, and the stage of where they are and the advice where they used to get will not match actually. There is a lot of difference over that. So the entrepreneur, if he really want to pursue, he needs to know where he is, and he need to be very calculative in terms of applying what advice at what stage, kind of thing. So that's the one thing I always tell to the entrepreneurs. You know better your startup than anyone else in the world, and there will be a lot of advice that will be pouring in and pouring out. But make sure when you are applying that advice, you are at the right stage of applying that advice, not just because someone said that you're applying it. So definitely, like, you should take the advices, but not just run on that advices, and make sure that it will not backfire or fail. And just keep on and never give up.